For the rest of the rifle, there's not really an awful lot to clean on these. You just want to be wiping the barrel down with your oily rag. Um, if this is a little hard to get, places like kind of down inside the action here, again, cotton bud's your best friend. Get him down in there, down inside, where the bolt runs, down behind the safety, perhaps behind the trigger guard, down on the bottom metal, and just kind of, wherever you can get to, you want to get just a little bit of oil on that cotton bud. Not so it's wet, but just so it's you can see the oil and you can smell it. Because you don't want too much oil in there, or else you'll be attracting dirt and it'll get gummed up and gritty and just horrid. Also, where you unscrewed the moderator from, there'll be kind of powder residue that'll have made its way down through the threads, and not with your clean oily rag. You want a cloth with a slightly deeper pile, because this is quite smooth. It's just like a single weave, almost like a tea towel kind of thing, and almost there's something to show you on here. Almost, if say the pencil's just like the end of the barrel, what you want to do is just take your cleaning cloth and just kind of do that, just almost as if you're trying to do up a nut, just so you're cleaning down inside the threads, because you don't want that to get all pitted. You might end up with the moderator stuck on, or the barrel misaligned, or something like that. The moderator misaligned on the barrel eventually. But yeah, it's got to get pretty bad before that. Again, I think I said in my review about taking the moderator off. Always take it off, never leave it on, because again, powder being hygroscopic, that is, it attracts moisture. You're going to get, there's going to be moisture build up around on the inside of the moderator and inside the barrel, and everywhere you haven't cleaned, you're going to get moisture, and that's going to attract, like I say, sorry, it's going to be wet and it's going to get rusty, and you're going to quickly end up with a heap of rust that won't shoot straight. So basically that's it. So you've been leaving your gun sit for 10 minutes or so, then run the brush through again with a bit of solvent, just to kind of loosen up what you might have loosen up with the brush what the solvent's got rid of, 2 or 3 times. Run through with the patch again, wet, dry, brush, wet, dry, brush, just until it's coming out completely clean, and you will end up with a pretty monstrous pile of used patches at the end of it. And like I say, it will take time. There's no short way of cleaning rifles, or any gun really. There's no kind of quick fixes. I would stay away from kind of your spray solvents, because if you squirt that in there, it's just going to go somewhere you don't want it. Like I say, I've got a pair of Butler Creek scope caps on here, and they're great actually. Whilst you're cleaning, it stops you from perhaps splashing some oil in there, or anything else like that. But be careful. Don't over apply the solvents, and then just for wiping down, again, oily rag just on the outsides of all the pieces of metal you can get to. Doesn't really matter if it gets on the scope tube, that's aluminium, so it won't corrode anyway. And yeah, that's basically it. Let's say, sorry, almost forgot, moderator. Like I said, some people don't clean them, I do. This has 2 flats on the external cap. If you just stick that in the vise, if you've got some fiber grip jaws, or for the vise, so it doesn't mark it, if you just unscrew that by hand, you can dump all the 3 bits in some warm soapy water. You don't use like dishwashing liquid. It's a slightly kind of greasy residue you get on the inside of these, and it's not really something you can very easily clean off. But do your best. Use a bottle brush for the inside of this outer tube. Use a toothbrush to get all in the nooks and crannies on the inside, and then just like I say, rinse it off, and just let it air dry. You know, don't use you know, the tea towel or kitchen towel or something like that, because you're gonna get kind of whoop ass open on you. But yes, like I say, that's it. If you've got any questions on that, just post them below, and we'll do our best to help you out.